Hey everyone, it's Deb. I'm just here with the project share to show you what I completed from Wednesday night's live. These are my altered dominoes, so I'll show you each one. I actually have this one out of order. I'll start with this one. This one actually was black and white snowflake paper, which you can barely see in there. It was in my scrap box. And then what I did is I wrapped this black with clear bling all around the edges. And then I put a single bling all around the top edge. Then I put triple thick in, and I sprinkled it with dazzling diamonds by Stampin' Up. And then once that was in there, I pushed this snowflake charm trinket, that's also a retired Stampin' Up product, onto the triple thick so it would stay. And on the back, it's just a black domino with a dragon. I have not done anything with the backs of these, and these I just put E6000 on. I have a bunch of bales I bought both from the States and somewhere else. I don't remember where. Here's another one of the, on the bottom I just put a big jump ring and then some chain, another snowflake trinket, and then just some silver and gray beads. I wanted to keep it, you know, just blingy and same color. So that was probably the first one I finished, I think. And then these three are more steampunky. I think they're all dry. Yeah, this one's wet. Okay, so this one, actually I think all three of these I used a napkin and decoupaged, but because I decoupaged it with, I used Mod Podge onto the black domino, the pattern of the napkin doesn't really show through. Now this one had some more yellowy stuff in it, so I sort of went with the brass and gold. So I put some gold trim around the edges. This is I'm gonna forget the name of it. It's like a rub, you rub around, and that's sort of like a pewter. And then these were Tim Holtz mini gears, and this was a key. There were a bunch of little keys in with a pack of big keys, also Tim Holtz. And these are gold stickles in the middle, and I did put triple thick on, but it didn't really cover the gears all the way, which I kind of like, because if I would have put more on and they would have covered it all the way, I don't think I would have liked it. In fact, I would have preferred this to be dull. Then on the bottom I had used brass findings, so I had another gear and another key, and then I had these sort of electroplated beads that are a matte finish, but they have sort of blue gold on them, so I used those. And I found this in my stash, the beads and this all from prior bargain bead boxes, you know. So that's kind of how that one goes. I really like it, although I don't like the shine so much. Let me go to this one. This one I did not put triple thick on. The napkin was down. I Mod Podged it, but it sort of left the texture of the napkin there. I did go around the edges a little bit with some of the turquoise rub stuff. I can't remember the name of them, I'm sorry. So I do like how the gear, and I went over with the pewter on some of the gears. Yeah, I think I might have used, I don't know, I used something, because some kind of black, I might have put some black metallic paint on parts and then rubbed it and used pewter and blue. I can't remember. I must have, because the gears have some black on them. And then I used a little bit of retired Stampin' Up trim. It's like a lacy black trim, but it's thin. And then I used some copper findings on this one, and I used one of those electroplated beads. I actually found a little toggle clasp in my stash that had all these little keys on it, so I used some of them. I used one of these electroplated kind of beads with that one, and another gear. So this is sort of a mixed metal. It's like a black or gunmetal chain, but I've got some copper and some pewter and stuff, so it's like a mixed metal steampunk. So I really think maybe that's my favorite steampunk one. I'm not sure. Then this one, also same thing. Now this one I put triple thick on, but I did that actually earlier today. And what I did is I took a paintbrush and I just painted a thin layer on, so it's shiny, but it doesn't cover any of the pieces on it. Now this is a Tim Holtz badge thing and a Tim Holtz heart. This blue bling, I think, was out of a pack from Michael's. And then I have a little piece of chain going up over the top, which I just glued down with E6000. Went around with the pewter brush, you know, just with my finger around the edges. And then I put this double bling on again, all the way around. And then I wanted to bring out the blue, oh, and the turquoise stuff I rubbed on the ribbon and a little bit on the chain. I hope you're seeing that. So I wanted to bring out the blue on this one, the blue and the black. So I had a couple of these beads and I put that along with what do you call it, bicone, wire wrapped it, hooked it on with jump rings, and then I just put a couple little black and clearish bead dangles off the bottom. So that's that one. This one is still a little wet, so I'm not really going to pick it up, but I'll show you what I did. This is a piece of paper from Joann's I got, and it's actually, I just did it, see, this paper, and I just cut out, I sort of traced around a flamingo. Let me wipe my finger off now, since I have black stickles drying, and I'm not too sure these things are on real tight yet, but anyway, so I glued that down, I decoupaged it down, then I did put a layer of triple thick, and I did put some Stampin' Up! Dazzling Diamonds in it. I don't know if you can see the sparkle on the inside. I did put a lot in, just a little bit. Then I had these little acrylic flowers, and I put 2 black ones down. On the edges, I just rubbed it with some of that pewter rub stuff again. And afterthought, I went around with black stickles, and it's still drying. Then down here, I went with the pink, black, and sort of clear. I just put 1 jump ring, but what I did is 3 links of chain, 5 links of chain, 7 links of chain, 5 links of chain, 3 links of chain, and I tried to get the pieces sort of similar, so I think that it sort of fans out like, I just did it again, like bird feathers, I thought. And this, I like this bead cap, it sort of looks like feathers also. And I didn't really have any silver feathers in my personal stash, so I couldn't use them. Okay, so then that one's still wet. Let's go to this one. I had this little piece of pink ribbon. I should have put ribbon. Probably these would all have chain on the top. This is a piece of paper out of a magazine stuff. Actually, this one, and this one are all the same paper in different colorways out of a magazine I had gotten. And I think it had like Tea Party stamps in it. Anyway, this one's sort of yellow with pink. I used a pink sugar heart, which I got probably off a store on Amazon, but from overseas. I did the same thing. I used I decoupaged it on. I used the triple thick with some Dazzling Diamond glitter in it. That's why it's so blingy. I did go around it with a pink stickles, and I went around the edges, oh, that's running down, or it ran down, with sparkle nail polish, actually. So that kind of is cool. And then on the bottom, I have a little heart to go with the heart. It says made with love. And this time I have a chain hanging down, and I just put pieces off the chain at different stages. So that is that one. And I don't know if I should put felt on the back or not of these. I don't know. I've never made them to wear other than like to go on cord. This has silver stickles all the way around. Same paper, same thing. And actually, this triple thick with the dazzling diamonds, while it was wet, I pushed these little, I think they're Prima flowers in to it, and I actually brushed with a paintbrush the triple thick over the flowers at different levels, and then I put the dazzling diamonds in there too. And then this is the charm. We've got 3 up there, plus a little bow I found I thought was cute with it. So this has a little more green in it, so I put some pink and green and silver on that one. Let's see if I can get it to lay right. There we go. Oops, there we go. And then this one is sort of a mint green with pink. This was a Tim Holtz heart, which got a little funky on the top. I think I got triple thick on it, unfortunately. This is that Michael's 2-row pearl trim, which I didn't put all the way down the bottom. I wanted it to sort of encapsulate the domino on the top. And then I did the same thing, triple thick with the dazzling diamonds in it. So very blingy. And then I went with sort of mint and pink, mint green and pink and white beads. And they're all just hanging off the one jump ring, along with the little Made with Love heart to go with the heart. Okay. Ugh. Then this one, this piece of paper is retired from Stampin' Up's Occasions catalog. It was the Valentine's paper, but this particular one was like crumb cake color with lovely lipstick and flirty flamingo flowers in it. So I decoupaged that down. I put this, I don't know, somebody gifted me this bling that goes like in waves. I have a piece, I still have some of that left. So I went all the way around the domino with that. Then I did do the triple thick, and I did not put the dazzling diamonds in this one. And then while it was wet, I did push these 3 resin flowers in, pink and pearl. And then on the bottom, I just kept it pretty simple with just 3 little charms, 2 different shades of pink, like up here, and some pearl. So that is that in silver. Okay, I have one Christmas one. This was out of my scrap box too, piece of paper. I don't remember which collection that's from. On this one, I actually had gone around the sides with a solid red nail polish. And then I put the white rickrack around it, but you can see well, I'll get to that in a second. Then I put the triple thick with the dazzling diamonds on it. Look at the bling. 2 resin flowers, and I put red stickles around, but when I did that, the triple thick and or the stickles bled into the white rickrack, so I'm not sure I'm crazy about that. I might have to put a lot more glitter around there or something to cover that up. And then I just did some Christmassy dangles with a flower charm at the bottom, and that's that one. So yeah, and then the last one is still wet around the edges. This one I was having trouble figuring out what to do with after I made it. Same thing, I went around with a deep red nail polish. This one's even darker. This piece of paper was also from that Stampin' Up Valentine collection. I don't remember what it was called, All My Love or something like that. I had some white pearl resin roses, or not resin, acrylic. I don't know if they're resin or acrylic. Anyway, I used sort of a antique silver bail, and I put triple thick with the dazzling diamonds, just a little bit in it. And then just today I went around and I did this with the red stickles, and then I just put 2 red with silver little crystal charms, and I just dangled 2 pieces of chain in between and a pearl to go with the pearl up here on a jump ring. So kept that pretty simple as far as the charm. And that's my, those are my dangles. I don't know, did I show you this one? This is the gold one. I think I showed you this one. Anyway, I have one gold one. Gold rickrack. This was a napkin, piece of a napkin, which I decoupaged. I did put triple thick on it, a yellow or gold sugar heart, and then I just went with different beads on the bottom in gold. I don't remember if I showed you that or not. So different variation there, and that was on a black domino, but I went over it with a Sharpie paint marker first in gold. And I did that. One of these other ones is silver on the back, but I don't remember. Maybe it's one, maybe it's this one. This one I did also underneath this bling. I had gone over with a silver Sharpie paint pen. They're the only two. I think the rest of these, oh no, this one also silver Sharpie, and nope, that one is plain. I think they're the only ones. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. A lot of fun to make. Takes me time to pick out beads, and I'm trying to use my own personal stash without digging into business, although I needed some head pins out of the business, so I had to watch that. And jump rings. So yeah, those are my pieces. Let me know what you think, because I've only made altered dominoes, I think, one other time, and I did sell a couple, but I really didn't have any charms or anything on them. They were just the dominoes, and they were all Christmas ones last year. I sold 1 or 2, and then I have the rest left in with my jewelry stuff. So no, sorry, these are way up, you can't even see them. There we go. And this one. Which one's your favorite? Let me know. Did I do okay? What do you think? I think I did okay. I think they're pretty cool. As far as the steampunk, I definitely like them better without the shiny surface on them. I actually kind of really like the gold one. I don't know. I like them all. Hope you do too. Thanks for watching. Hugs, love, and peace.